In the shadowed corridors of Montecito, whispers grow louder that Prince Harry has drawn a line in the sand, reportedly blocking his wife's ambitions for a tell-all memoir that could shatter any fragile hopes of mending fences with King Charles III, all while their once glamorous California life unravels amid mounting debts, fading celebrity allure, and a marriage strained by diverging dreams of home and hearth. As Valentine's Day approaches, the emotional chasm between the Duke and Duchess of Sussex seems to widen, with tabloids buzzing about a union teetering on the brink, where one yearns for British soil and the other clings fiercely to their American exile, turning what should be a celebration of love into yet another chapter of quiet discord. Good evening, and thank you for joining me as we delve into these intriguing developments from across the pond. You know, my friends, there's something almost predictable about the saga of the Sussexes these days. It's like watching a once shiny sports car sputter down a dusty road, all polished but no fuel. A well-placed source close to palace circles has confided that Prince Harry is actively thwarting Meghan's plans to pen her own memoirs, seeing it as a potential death knell to his budding reconciliation efforts with his father. Apparently, the Duke has issued what amounts to an ultimatum: publish and perish any chance of family peace, or hold back and perhaps open a door that's been firmly shut since their dramatic exit in 2020. It's a classic bind, isn't it? Harry, ever the conflicted son, seems to crave that paternal nod of approval more than ever, especially with King Charles's health woes lingering in the background. One can't help but raise an eyebrow at the irony. After all, Harry's own spare didn't exactly spare the feelings of his kin, did it? Yet now he's playing gatekeeper to Meghan's narrative ambitions. From what a source within the inner circle has shared, Meghan is chomping at the bit to reclaim her story, as she puts it. Unfiltered, unapologetic, and undoubtedly lucrative. She's convinced it would set the record straight on everything from palace intrigues to the relentless media scrutiny that's dogged them. But let's be frank, this isn't just about truth-telling. It's about the bottom line. With their star power dimming in Hollywood's unforgiving glare, a blockbuster book could refill those coffers nicely. A longtime family acquaintance murmurs that Harry's resistance stems from a deep-seated fear that such revelations would permanently close the door on any royal olive branch. And who could blame him? King Charles, sources say, has been clear in his own way. Reconciliation comes with strings, including a tacit agreement to keep family laundry out of the public eye. It's a high-stakes game, and Harry's caught in the middle, torn between loyalty to his wife and the pull of his bloodline. But oh, the timing couldn't be more poignant, or perhaps more pointed, with Valentine's Day upon us. A source behind closed doors reveals that the couple's emotional distance is becoming impossible to ignore, especially as the holiday of hearts looms. Tabloids are ablaze with headlines screaming crisis, and for once they might not be entirely off the mark. Harry's apparent homesickness for the UK is clashing head-on with Meghan's steadfast refusal to return, creating what insiders describe as a serious emotional protest, right when they should be toasting their love. Picture it. Him pining for foggy London mornings and family ties, her rooted in sunny California, building her brand empire, or what's left of it. It's the stuff of soap operas, really, but with real crowns at stake. A well-meaning staff member who's seen the inner workings up close confides that Harry's desire to spend more time in Britain, perhaps even rekindling bonds with his ailing father, is driving a wedge that's hard to paper over. Meghan, ever the independent spirit, categorically doesn't want to uproot their life, and who can fault her after the frosty reception she's endured? Yet, this push-pull is reportedly leading to heated discussions behind those manicured Montecito hedges, turning what was once a united front into something far more fractured. And let's not gloss over the financial undercurrents swirling beneath it all, their American dream turning into a rather expensive nightmare. A source within the inner circle paints a grim picture. Massive debts piling up, star power waning, and that once lavish lifestyle now straining at the seams. Remember those headline-grabbing deals? The Spotify pact fizzled out, Netflix is cooling, and even their charity, Archewell, has faced its share of staff exoduses and funding woes. Insiders whisper of a $15 million Montecito mansion with a mortgage that's anything but princely, security costs eating into millions annually, and a general bleed of cash that's left them scrambling. Harry's inheritance from his late grandmother and mother provided a buffer, but sources say it's dwindling fast under the weight of California living, staff salaries, legal battles, and that relentless quest for relevance. A longtime family acquaintance notes that Harry's solo ventures, like his ongoing court cases against the press, aren't exactly raking in the dough, while Meghan's As Ever brand struggles to move product despite the hype. It's a far cry from the financial independence they proclaimed upon leaving the firm, isn't it? One can't help but chuckle at the irony. The couple who fled royal constraints now find themselves shackled by the very freedoms they sought. Dig a bit deeper, and the marriage itself appears to be bearing the brunt. A source behind closed doors shares tales of mega meltdowns and humiliations pushing things to the verge, with Meghan reportedly in full meltdown mode after staff departures and brand setbacks. Harry's push for more UK time, perhaps even a partial return, is said to be fueling arguments that threaten to tear them apart geographically and emotionally. Friends murmur that while affection lingers, the practical strains are mounting, separate schedules, diverging goals, and that ever-present shadow of royal regret. Valentine's Day, meant for romance, instead highlights the rift. Harry reportedly brooding over family estrangements. Meghan focusing on her ventures like a nostalgic publicity blitz for her brand. It's a poignant reminder that even fairy tales have their fissures, especially when money tightens and dreams diverge. Of course, we've seen these Sussex storms before, whirlwinds of speculation that somehow leave them standing, albeit a tad more isolated. A well-placed source suggests Harry's recent overtures to King Charles, including that brief UK meeting, signal a genuine thaw, but with caveats: no half-in, half-out roles, and certainly no more public potshots. Prince William, ever the steadfast heir, is reportedly firm on boundaries, slamming doors on any privileges for the wayward duo. Yet, Harry's apparent fixation on reconciliation, fueled by regrets over missed time, clashes with Meghan's non-negotiable conditions, like avoiding certain family members altogether. It's a delicate dance, one where emotions run high and finances low. As we wrap this up, one has to wonder, will Harry's ultimatum hold, or will Meghan's drive for her voice and the payday prevail? With debts mounting and emotional gaps widening, their California idol might just be the prelude to a bigger reckoning. Perhaps it's time for a reality check beyond the glamour. Until next time, stay sharp, my discerning viewers.